from like right now we are in March. From March all the way to September right now, guys. From March all the way to September, there is nothing new that is going to be occurring in your life other than the decisions that you're going to make forward, moving forward, are going to come from your experiences of the season that you've just had. So the experiences of the season that you've just had, which is September, October, November, December, January, February, and now we are in March. During that particular season, you need to stay intact with it. You need to stay rooted in that particular season, because all exams that you're now going to get from March all the way to September is going to be you answering the questions that you were given during September to March cycle. So now there are certain people who their March has been terrible while their February was proving to be a little bit good. Like the client that I had. And they were a specific case because when I was interrogating them, I realized that they were even in a state of dis-ease. By the time March was coming, March brought them a state of dis-ease. And yet the cycle that they ran all the way to February was actually the fruits of the decisions that they have been making. Anything, the way they have been living their lives from September all the way to February. All that were proving, like for her, a specific case, she was having respiratory issues. She was not letting her intuition to make decisions. She was not trusting her intuitive process. She had an issue with what they call the house of cancer, or TAR. She had an issue with that particular true exchange. So her intuition was lying. She wasn't being truthful to herself about her intuition. She wasn't being truthful to her intuition about herself, She wasn't being truthful to her intuition about herself. And so what was the result of that? Her intuition giving her results that were not truthful, that were an illusion. So that was the harvest that she got on February, that she thought was going to translate in March as what? As harvest. But then what did it translate to? As a state of dis-ease, as a state of diagnosis, as a state of being told that there's a bacteria that is growing in their subconscious. So guys, also know that each and every individual has their own calendar, and the way you are relating with the rhythm, with the cosmic rhythm, is exactly, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, basically. So you want to be very authentic. That's why on this page we encourage authenticity. Because you tell the tree by the fruits it produces. Dumelang, my sister. Dumelang. Are you guys comprehending that story? I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about that. That was my experience with one of the clients that I had. One of you that came to me. And yeah, there are people who are at a state of resistance, at a state of intrinsic dis-ease. So that's what when you reap that, when you sow that, that's what you reap, and it's a terrible situation. But right now, it's a time for you guys, everybody, to start afresh. So those who are continuing to build are continuing to transform, while those who have not been building at all, right now we are at a moment where you can catch up. You can catch up. Are we together, my people? Yes. So any other topics that I missed? I've been missing class lately. It's okay, my dear. Don't be too hard on yourself. Whatever is truly meant for you will never pass you by. But I would encourage you kindly, because today is Thursday. I'm not always live on Thursday, which means during this equinox you're going to see me with a pattern. You're going to see me with a different pattern from the usual pattern that we always do. And that is totally fine. Our days of going live are still there, but right now during this particular equinox I want to weave my departure or my finish or my starting point differently. So you're going to expect to see something different. Happy New Year. Wow, Siri. Love the hair and the makeup. Thank you. Thank you. What does planting look like? Now planting is, baby, listen, Lave. There's a version of yourself, especially as a woman, but even as a man, there's a version of yourself that you want to embody. That's where it starts from. You have to come from a point of desire. Planting is like sexual intercourse. It's like the ability to create something from something that is micro. You create macro out of it. So your ability to be
bro, I need
the version of yourself that you want to be, which is a free world. You can be anything. There's no restriction. You can be anything. It's a free world. So what do you want to be? Go into the color palette of the world. Pick an aesthetic for you. And then during March, during the period of March now, this is when you start to work towards becoming that particular version of yourself. By the time we reach September, you would have worked towards becoming that version of yourself so much that now you're getting the results of what you've worked for right now. And you get results, and then again you reach a period where again you get to manifest, you get to go back to the drawing board, you get to have a vision board. You go back to, again you want to elevate. It's all about elevation, guys. It's all about elevation. It's all about breathing in and breathing out. And out of that particular experience, people learn from you. You know, there's a story that is being told. Out of that particular experience, the world is also shifting, the world is marrying, the world is reacting, and blah, blah, blah. So you have to adjust yourself and make sure that you're rooted in the place where you are blooming to become the best that you've imagined. Imagine that your life is a movie. Which direction do you want the movie to go? Would you sit and watch that movie play out? And if you were to sit to watch that,
I said I was gonna move the car.
we are going to be going, guys, we're going to be going deep. There's more information both on OnlyFans and here. We're going to be moving both sides, the sexual part, teaching more into rituals, leading more into rituals, and then this other part where we
you brought the strap?
With the collective consciousness and collective time.
That's the scrunchie you brought?
Yes. So I am here still, just like last class that we had that was very entertaining. I'm here still. It is equinox. We are crossing over. So expect, just like I said when we were starting this particular term, around equinox things change. So even we change a little bit around equinox. So really, I have always wanted to act in my career. My cancer is in Capricorn. It's acting. Yeah. You know, acting is your ability to feel. You cannot act without intuition active. Like people who have been actors, you know, like cramming, visualizing, stepping into character, not breaking character. all that requires you to have a very staunch prowess when it comes to control of emotions. So yeah, and guys, please practice, please, during this particular point in time. Don't wait for employment to find you. As people act right now, the social media is expanding for everybody. You don't have to wait. As long as you know you have what it takes, start making the moves to move towards making sure that it becomes a reality. Even if you have to start your own thing, don't wait. Don't wait. Is it the wildest season? Wilderness season right now. Wilderness. Okay, maybe if corrected, wildebeest. Oh, is it wildebeest season right now? Yeah, I'm guessing, but I can only be sure if I'm to confirm. But migrations are definitely happening. It's a time for migration. It's a time for equinox. We will learn more about these things as we go, but just know that we are shifting poles. We're at a point where we are shifting poles. So I don't know how people feel about it. I don't know whether you are as excited as I am, or I'm just hyped up about this season myself. Because me, I feel very excited. I feel very, the way I'm supposed to feel about trying new things. Stress. I'm having the good stress that comes when you're about to enter into new. Yeah, so, and we've come from like a point in time that feels like it was the end of the world. Even if people don't want to admit it, people want to act like it's normal, we are in a normal place. Then let's act like we're in a normal place. Let's just go there. I love how I flowed into myself as well. Yetunde. Yeah. So start looking at how to take up space. You're seeing the world for what it truly is. We are seeing the world, and everybody's seeing it from their own point of view. I want to make a practice of refraining from projecting my own point of view. Everybody's seeing the world from their point of view, from their own FYP, from their own, both offline FYP and online FYP. People have their offline FYP and their online FYP. You're seeing life for what it truly is. What you're seeing is what is happening, especially with your essence. What you're seeing around you. So move accordingly. Move accordingly. Oh my God. I'm feeling very catty. Me personally, I'm feeling a little bit nature-ish. I'm feeling flower-ish. I'm feeling green.
You brought the extra pads?
Y'all are being racist. Hey Siri, looking lovely. Love the accessories. Thank you very much. Love to see. Thank you. So what's up? Today it seemed quiet. It seemed like you're quiet, guys. Or am I the one who's quiet? Question me. Questions. Or should we just, take it easy on the equinox period and just like, getting my adjusting so you can take easy. Yes, please. I'm interested in your midwife circle. What's the tea? The tea will come. For now, we are in the middle of work, so the tea will come. The tea for new take up and whatever will come, baby. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Siri, I've been feeling inauthentic and in a friend group, but I also know it's baby, listen, it's okay. Just sit in your confusion. Just if you are like confused about the Venus being in retrograde and everything, sit in that confusion. But as you sit in it, Dylan, as you sit in it, let me reduce my tempo. As you sit in that confusion, ask for clarity. Adorn into the ancestral worship. Get into the ancestral worship. And live a life of ease by simply just knowing that you're not alone. You're not walking alone. You can always ask for the truths that you're not seeing to be revealed to you. And they will be revealed to you. There's no secret of the soul that behavior will not reveal. With time, things will... One thing, authenticity is the only thing that carries the day at the end of the day. So even people, when they're being inauthentic with you, because for you to feel inauthentic, then there is a live wire that is matching each other. So if people are inauthentic around you, it is going to be a matter of time before everything is revealed. Before your own inauthenticity is revealed, before their own inauthenticity is revealed, and so for now, just wait for the assurance that this is not for me. And when you get that assurance that this is not for me, then leave immediately. But if you get an assurance that okay, maybe this is something I need to be working with, then also be ready to repent, change your perspective, and give more grace to yourself when it comes to recognizing who the enemy is and who the friend is. You look like compliments, Moto Leo. Thank you very much. From a spiritual perspective, what does authenticity mean? Give examples. The Lioness Queen, thank you so much for asking this particular question. From a spiritual perspective, what does authenticity mean? Now, authenticity is the default behavior in response to surroundings. Default behavior in response to the surrounding. That is the most basic explanation that I would give of authenticity. Default behavior of an essence, of an entity, of a cell in response its surrounding. So whatever is made up in its surrounding, the way it is responding to it, that is what we call authenticity, according to how it is also built. So what an example. If you want to see authenticity in nature, just look at the animals. Look at these things that walk on fours. Look at us, we are bipedal. We can have a front and we can have a back. When you look at animals, they are authentic, they are natural. To them. So you can never dictate that, oh, the world has kept us away from animals by making us think that they have a natural state. Their natural state is violence. No, they are authentic. And whenever they feel a threat from the environment, they camouflage, they change to make sure that they react to that. So I don't know whether the Lion Queen, I don't know whether I'm the Lioness Queen. I don't know whether you're getting my point, but authenticity is that neurological response. And remember, your body is made up of cells. These cells, they also have their own authenticity. The organ system. The organ system also have their own authenticity. The union now that has to happen between your 12 houses is a synchronicity, a collaborative synchronicity of the authenticity of all that makes you. So all of them, they feel like, oh, me being in this environment, I'm feeling amazing, so I'll stay. The moment they start feeling threatened, they say, I want to leave. I'm looking for survival.
This car is Why is that dog so small?
Somebody's saying, I feel alone and confused. Oh my
It
God.
really matches the color of the sidewalk.
Rose, why? Can you please type more
After gym.
kindly? Why do you feel like that?
There we go.
I'll let you know when if I can, okay? Okay?
Where is that particular feeling coming from, my baby? Where is that particular feeling coming from?
No, just...
Confused
just-
about
I'll let you know.
what? You feel alone from who? Baby, you feel alone from who? And you're confused by what? If you can talk to me, I'd really appreciate it. So Shelmin, that particular question, my take is that, like I've always said, life is spiritual. People are surviving off of each other. People are surviving off of other people. And the gospel stays the same. It's the gospel of colonization. It stays the same, my dear. So the beauty is you cannot be colonized if you don't want to be colonized. At the end of the day, only the people who agree to colonization usually get colonized. I feel like changing all my home decor, changed, nimechoka, but still at a change. You are a changing being, you're a woman. As a woman, it's impossible to live in this. Do you know, here in Kenya, there's this group that used to post women with their houses and how here in Kenya there are women who every month there's a totally different decoration and they're dedicated towards that. A lot of people talk like say, oh, they're wasting money or whatever. Your well-being is more important. Invest in you feeling safe, invest in you feeling inspired, invest in you feeling secure on this particular planet, especially if you have the investment to put into it. After you harvest your day, invest more into making sure that you are even energized enough to continue harvesting more days. How can you create a mutual relationship with plants and nature in general? Lady Vikings, when it comes to plants, please, you have to go back to your inner child. Go back to where you grew up. Everybody, one thing I've realized is, on this particular planet, people experience almost the same things. Go back to those plants that you grew up with, that were always around you. Plants that have always caught your attention. You look at them because they want you to look at them. There are billions of plants on this particular planet. The ones that will come to your face like, hey, see me. They want you to look at them. And so take those particular plants home and live with them. When you live with plants, people who live with plants, plants talk. You'll just be walking around the house and you'll be hearing a thought like, oh, water, we need water, and let's make this more consistent. You look at them sometimes, you just know they need water. They talk. So you just have to do it. You cannot read. There are things you cannot read your way into, especially relationships with Ubuntu. You have to start and get serious about being let in. You have to be like a child. Somebody's asking, do you have any general spiritual advice for those of us under 24 years of age? Don't be in a relationship. As long as you know, 24 years of age, you're still in prison. You're still an Israelite imprisoned in Egypt. And I'm always talking about this, and Raina, I know you know. When you're in Egypt, focus on getting out of Egypt. Don't even get into commitments. Commit to yourself. That is what I tell you. You know, you'd ask me, oh, did you do the same thing? My life, I lived it unparented. I had to parent myself. And so out of the things that I parented myself off of, I can remove the chaff and show you the wheat. When you're 24 years and below, focus on those whispers, the things that are telling you, oh, let's learn how to model. Oh, let's learn how to make clothes. Oh, let's go ask this. Knock in places, try things. Make sure you have things in your hand. As long as you have a place to stay, 24 years of age, as long as you have a place, even if it is your parents' house, because most of the time, you are under the law. You'll either be in university under the law, in college under the law, under your parents under the law, because you're not yet financially independent. So use that time to get things in your pocket, get skills in your pocket. Because once you step out of into the wilderness, now it's you and your 7 pillars. Nothing, nobody else cares. It's just you and what you can leverage off of yourself. You become the currency. You become the money. You're either useful or useless to yourself. Either useful to yourself or useless to yourself. When you're useless to yourself, you become a slave again in the wilderness. There's nothing as worse as becoming a slave again in the wilderness. Oh my God, I was like that as a kid. My mom was away and I was always rearranging them. Yeah, that's women. Every month you get a new salary. And one thing people should always know, you and your environment, there's no separation. And as soon as within, so without. The moment you change something in your environment, it has changed into infinity. So this is why I'm always telling people, have a personal relationship with your house. Don't wait to be taught, how do I have a personal relationship with you? How would you have a personal relationship with your boyfriend? How would you have a personal relationship with a child you've given birth to? These entities, now your house is you. You need to have a personal relationship with it. When there is something that keeps calling you and telling you, change me. I don't like when you look at me. The way you feel when you look at me, I don't like. Change me. The moment you have places in your house where the moment you look at them, you fall into a low vibration, you need, what that place is telling you, can you please transform me or something? Transform me into an aesthetic. Everybody has an aesthetic. Everybody has a specific aesthetic. How do we behave when you have half-baked manifestation that is awaiting full I love these questions. How do we behave when you have half-baked manifestation that is awaiting full manifestation? When you have a manifestation, guys, how do you treat yourself? You know, when we're talking about manifestation, most of the time, I tell you, follow the pace of the tortoise. But what is all about the pace of? You need extra. You need extra grace. You need not to be compared by anybody. You need to only focus on the next day, the next day, the next day. And one thing, when you have a pregnancy, you almost know the timeline that it's supposed to be coming by looking at yourself. By looking at yourself, how you're morphing, how your finances are morphing, how the way you show up, how you use yourself is morphing. You can always tell, before the day comes when you receive your manifestation, according to the actions that are growing around you, the moves that you made in order for you to have that particular manifestation. You see them growing and you're like, okay, I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I'm getting there. And it is all about the process of pregnancy. And the more close you come to your manifestation, just like a pregnant woman, the more, vulnerable you become. I don't know whether pregnant women are usually vulnerable, because I feel like the self-defense of a pregnant woman surpasses that of everyone. But then you become just the way women become when they're about to deliver, and you deliver your baby. So it's all about the gestation period. What do you do during the gestation period? What does a pregnant woman do? Take more care of yourself. Listen to your cravings. What does your cravings call you towards doing? And cravings doesn't just come in form of food. Cravings in form of behavior. Craving in form of action. Craving in form of authenticity. Craving in form of, visualization and stuff like that. So, in order for that manifestation to cross over to the other ocean, and remember, Lady Vikings, I'm still on you. Remember that the person in charge, the house, the team that is in charge of giving birth to a baby, to a manifestation, is Sobek, Libra energy, that Libra energy. And Libra energy is all about balance. Mostly it is represented by the crocodile. Why? Because the crocodile, they play, like somebody was asking me here, are the wildebeest migrating? If the wildebeest are migrating right now, that's a process of manifestation. When they leave Tanzania to Kenya, it's a manifestation to reach Kenya. They are manifesting their version of themselves that is in Kenya. So then they are in Tanzania. Now the process of migrating, they meet a lot of things on the way. They meet the lions, they meet a river finally. Usually before they cross over to the other side, now there's usually a river, and this river is what is marked by the equinoxes. When you get into the river, what is inside the river is usually crocodiles. What do crocodiles do? They ensure that only the ones that are supposed to cross over to the other side cross. Anyone that is not supposed to be crossing over, the crocodile will finish them there and then. Now the process of crossing over, some people, they cannot even cross over. There are some wildebeest that they don't cross over, they go back, they go missing, they go get lost. Not everybody crosses over. Now in the process of crossing over, there are people who start fast, the courageous ones. And then the other ones who are a little bit more timid and docile, they come in and cross later, but they go through the same sieving process. So in order for your manifestation to come, you must pass that Sobek period, that period where now people are talking. And by the way, when it comes to birth, when it comes to birth in the human consciousness, even among your relatives, among your family members, it's usually people fear the talks. Like, what will so-and-so say, so-and-so say. Those are Sobek energy. Now, your ability to pass Sobek energy unharmed gives you a new rebirth. Your ability to pass Sobek energy unharmed. And how do you pass Sobek energy unharmed? Believing in yourself, not falling for distraction. During the time when the wildebeest are crossing, there are certain things that are distracting them. The others who are still not yet crossed, they will distract you. Also be feeling so afraid for you that they jump on your behalf, like, oh my God, I'm so ashamed for them, I'm so embarrassed for them. But then if you just focus on tunnel vision until you get over to the other side, the crocodiles, you will defeat them and they will allow you to be born. It is also the crocodiles that enable the fishermen, after the fisherman has come with their catch from the middle of the lake, as they approach the shore, crocodile is the one that will ensure that you cross over to the other side with your catch or nada. So courage during that particular process of you carrying manifestation, you have to be courageous and be confident. Look your manifestations in the eye and tell them, I'm coming for you. Like you have to be confident. Like a wildebeest crossing a river where crocodiles are. Yeah, so Lady Vikings, I hope that you know what it is. That is whatever we are doing on this particular planet, nature has it. And usually it is Sobek that is referred to as things like humiliation ritual, rites of passages. You either pass or you remain there, you fall, you get shredded, the vultures will wait. After you die now, nature will take care of eating you up. The vultures are always waiting, the hyenas are always waiting. The crocodiles are also, waiting to protect their catch. A lot happens after that. What is the spirituality of color? Color is vibrations, different vibrations. And everything is different vibrations at the end of the day.
She wears glasses.
So even color, they are
Lavinia?
a combination of different vibrations
She's staring at me.
that cannot be
No,
seen
she's
by the
kidding.
naked eye,
And he's wearing
but can be
glasses,
felt
bro? It's
subliminally.
weird. It's me new.
Here there are people who are colorblind.
That's not Lavinia.
That's Lavinia.
No,
There are
it
people who
isn't.
perceive color differently
Bro,
than
that's her
others.
mom.
People, when they see the world,
Not
people see the world
Lavinia.
from different
That's her
lenses.
mom, but not
And the
Lavinia.
color, it is how you perceive color that
That's
dictates
not her.
whether you will enjoy life or not.
She's not that pale.
People who perceive color
Okay, well,
very
that's
What
what
the
some
freak?
rando
Who's
kid then.
that?
lively,
Bro.
they enjoy life more than people who don't perceive color at all. Seeing things from different dimensions and from different structures. Yes, I know that it's a great manifestation. Calling them today, my God. Yes, please. And keep your eyes on your manifestation. Whichever direction you need to take for that manifestation to come, you will take it. You will move until you land safely on the other side.
I wonder if she got glasses or if she's just wearing fake glasses.
I dreamt my single sister delivered a baby girl, and I was with my late grandmother. Just keep listening to that. You've seen already two characters there that are important, your grandmother and the baby. So hold on to those information, and always when you're analyzing situations concerning these people, always just have that at the back of your mind, that dream at the back of your mind, and then it will be revealed to you, its meanings. Are we together, Pam? Come are we together? Good. So yeah, so far I've gotten this particular topic that I've written down, and also after I read this topic, there's something I want to read to you. You remember I asked you guys about the nine daughters of Agikuyu, or the 9 daughters of Mijikenda, the 9 daughters of Mumbi. Somebody sent me a very interesting capture of them all. So I want to start this particular process of fixing this jigsaw puzzle with you guys. So after I've read the topics that I've gotten,
Why so loud?
Read for you the meaning of each and every name. And then
the car has its own like
I will
additional
tell
break
you
that
as
this
I
happens all the
go,
time.
as I try to know them. I'll also ask around. This is a research that I also want to do. And then as I make conclusions, because already after she sent them to me, I already was making certain conclusions, but I don't want to rush the process. I just want to go slowly with it. So the Kikuyus who are here, you can stay behind so that you please just hear out the descriptions and then tell me if it's accurate or not, and then we continue from there. I want you guys to also be with me in it. Come with me to discovering the 9 daughters of Mumbi. So far, I'm being told there are 10, but we'll see. So I've gotten clouds and their meanings. That's a topic that will be repeated. Planets, and especially the extra 3 planets, that's a topic that will be repeated. African astrology, very general, but I will look at how it fits in our notes and repeat. Quantum entanglement topic will be repeated. Weekday harvesting of the 7 pillars will be repeated, and then spiritual story of creation will be repeated. So as I'm going to be repeating these particular topics, remember this coming week, I want to use this particular entire equinox to just finish off our classes so that we prepare for the next term, which will be coming. So I just want to finish that. So some people are asking, oh, we are class today. Yes, we are class today. We will be class tomorrow. No class. Saturday also no class, because we have a class on OnlyFans. So, and then after that Saturday, now we have Sunday class, Monday will be class, Tuesday will be class, Wednesday will be class, Thursday. That entire week I will try as much as possible to avail myself to finish it off with you guys as we transition. So let me read for you the 9 daughters. Somebody asked in our last class that, oh, what about the Bantus, whatever. Bantus, let's do, like, people should do research for their own communities. And me, I'm always open to giving you a platform to also use my platform to teach. I don't take my platform for granted. I don't take the people I have here for granted. So anybody who wants to use this portal that I have here to pass information, you can trust this particular portal to also help you pass information to your own people.
If you see, check if you need to clean your clothes.
Okay, let me do it. Let me continue and then call it a night. Thank you. So now, these are yes, Stella. These are the daughters, the 9 daughters of Mumbi, according to this. Daughters of Mumbi, according to this. Daughters of Mumbi, according to this.
What?
What?
Tighter? Why? Does it have to be pressed into your face?
According to this particular.
As long as it doesn't fall off, babe. That's how you get that pressing mark on your face. You good? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm done.
And then.
So I'm just gonna wrap it now. How's that feel?
Good.
Give me the scrunchie.
Thank you.
No.
So let me just continue reading. So we have Warigia or Wamuyu. So this person told me that her other names are Wamuyu and Wanjugu, and she was the last born. So she was telling me she was the last born, and she played among beans and peas. And she is mostly missing when the 9 daughters are mentioned, and she gave birth and married at her parents' home, and remained there to take care of the aging parents and inherit them. With her, the 9 daughters became 10, which is the perfect 9. So it's the same story. It's the same story with the Ennead. The Ennead, it starts at 9 and then it ends up at 10 when Heru is born. So that's the story of the Mumbi. Now we have Wangari. She has the courage of a leopard, quick at protecting the powerless from the powerful. Says that disagreements that sharpens the mind are whetstones of life, but disagreements that sharpen the sword are whetstones of death. And then we have Wairimu. She tends to plants and potatoes and vines. She tends to plants and potato vines in abundance, makes pots like her mother, but she adds decorations, invents things like her father, but adds patterns. And then she drinks what she has milked, eats what she has grown, and wears what she has made. Wow. So that's why Rimu. And then we have Muitaga, which is Nyambora. Nyambora, talk to me here. So her other name is Nyambura. She has rain-making powers. Every night she receives events of the day and makes plans for tomorrow. Some claim her eyes had power to reach. And then we have Njeri or Washira. Her other name is Washira. She shuns the company of those without character, tends her bananas well, and can bring them down with the power of a glance. They fall from the weight of ripeness, from the care she has given them. She reasons in search for justice. And then we have Waithira or Wangeshi. Her other name is Wangeshi. She indulges in humor only after completing her task. Doesn't engage in rumor or hearsay. Likes to know facts before settling for an option. Likes resolving, not just listening to problems. Doesn't favor any side. And then we have Wangui. Waithiegeni. Now Wangui, her other name is Waithiegeni. It said she came out of the mother's womb singing. In a baby carrier, she would sing lullabies to her mother. One day she sang a country yard and birds. Her voice made fighters put down their swords to first hear. By the time the song was over, they had forgotten all about the fight. Wangui. And then we have Wamboi. Now Wamboi, she weaved baskets reading the stars. She sent her son to fetch food for people during famine, and he returned with a bucket full of eatables, and people were satisfied. Since the boy had done as well as a girl, it meant they are equal to fend and able to fend for a nation. And then we have Wanjiku. She loved work.
Me too. I'm gonna drop off this little baby and leave.
She loved work. Said it never killed anyone. She claims she grows millet to feed the nation.
You can
cherishes
when I get home, but you can talk to
her personal freedom and self-reliance.
Just
that those driven by envy call her selfish. She possesses the healing power of peace. She hates bewitching words of falsehood. And then finally Wanjiru. of the perfect 9, she was the eldest. It is said she once put a curse on hyena, but she had simply put a curse on greed. Her face exudes empathy and goodness. She doesn't falter when fighting for peace. She swears by her clan as she calls for conflicts to end. So let me just give me a minute. So my people, as you've heard, this story, it might sound boring now, but so far just from reading this, you can already tell Wanjiku is the firstborn, which would be Aset. And then Wamuyu or Warigia, that would be Heru, the first and the last. And then now during those particular 12, as we talk, we will find out. But it won't be a boring story, guys, because these are the 9 daughters. 9 daughters still applies to the nine. Yeah, Wanjiru is the head. So we can already tell, but we will go as we already doing it. But this is where the 9 daughters come from, and it is also part of nature, where when we are talking about the relationship of animals with each other, you know, there are certain animals who they only eat grass, like the Bantus, they only eat grass, like metaphorically they are supposed to only eat grass. So even in nature there are certain animals who they only eat grass. And there are representation, or even in nature we have a representation of the Bantus and the Nilotics, which are what we term as omnivorous, carnivorous, herbivorous, and stuff like that. So we will get into this as probably in the next term. We will expand more into, you know, the reality of things. Things. Okay, whoever is playing with our electricity is succeeding. But anyway, for now, guys, allow me to call it an end, because you see it's equinoxing over here. So, but I hope that the people who from the Gikuyu community who are present here, I hope that you have seen how the journey has started. So do as much research as possible. If you find out the answers, kindly bring them to me. Let's do this together. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, nobody will do it for us. The research will come from us. There's nobody who's coming to make the work easy. We just have to continue like that. Jackie, thank you so much for that gift. Otherwise, guys, allow me to leave today, but just know that next week we are moving. Tomorrow we have an the equinox is happening today, tomorrow, and then we are just moving. When we start on that upward flow of energy, we're just gonna be moving. Also, just prepare. Just know that I have new things for you coming. I don't want to tell you exactly what, but I just know that new things are coming, new education, new knowledge, new way of expressing the knowledge, and you know, just new things are coming in the next coming year from me. So just expect it. Otherwise, can I go? Can I say au revoir? Au revoir.
Seriously, what the fuck, bro?
Yes, au revoir. And thank you very much, I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Vouch for yourself. Choose yourself. Build yourself. And then be useful to to both yourself and the entire planet. Otherwise, I'm very happy, and happy Thursday. Now that we are getting into Friday energy, we are in the Bantu hours of Friday. The Bantu hours of Friday. By the way, guys, can you start moving like this with me? Can you start calling the hours like that? The first hours of the night from 7 p.m. to midnight. That's from 19 hours to 24 hours. Saa moja usiku to saa sita usiku. Can you start calling the Bantu hours? And then from saa sita usiku to up to morning, from midnight up to morning, we call them Nilotic hours. And then morning hours, we call them, from morning to noon, we call it Albedo hours. And then from noon to evening, we call it the Nephthys hours. If you can get into that hours counting for me and yourself, it's appreciated, but it's not a must. Okay? It's not a must to get into it. Only get into it if you feel called to do so. But it's not a must. You know, I want to move with the people who are willing to move. Been doing that transformation. Beautiful. Tunakupenda, happy new year. Nakupenda pia. So guys, allow me to go. Enjoy your new year. Cook food, eat. Try something new that you've never tried. Break fast. Break your fast. Break the fasting that you've done, especially when Ramadan, when they are breaking the fast of Ramadan. Break fast. You know, the fasting that you've been doing, get into the process of breaking them. Break fast. Otherwise, happy new year and bye. Thank you for being here. See you next time. Yes, put me on notification. I might be coming here anytime. Put me on notification so that when I come here, you are during equinox. I might be coming here anytime. I will explain Naito in the next class. Thank you very much.
The card is supposed to limbo, right? Which means I am. So that means somebody been messing with word or something.
Again,
if just in case it asks you for shipping, pay the shipping, come back to me for a screenshot. Okay, honey? Is that understood? Just enter the profile, click on the profile, find the link that says Joy's Bags, enter within and find the price. Don't find the bag, find only the price. Hi Smokey, hi Mariah, what can I see the light green speedy? Yes Mariah honey, you can see the light speedy. I'm gonna show it to you. I have pinned also the comment there on top on how to go about it. Check out so you can also follow that. And for this one, anybody wants to claim her, please let me know in the comment section. The light green one here. Okay, the light green here she goes. This is a 30 cm love. Hi dreamer. This is a 35 cm. She comes with the adjustable strap. We have the lock and the key inside. She looks leather. It's a leather material inside as well. So even if you spill something, you can absolutely just wipe it off. You don't have to wash about anything. 30 cm for this one, Mariah. And she also has a coin purse. Only going for 30 cm. Okay. There she goes. Alright. Let me know what you think. She's going for 1190 shipping. Yes, 1190 shipping. 1190 shipping. We have the dust bag. This is how she looks like on the inside. We have the logo on the inside. Okay, there she go. Do you have a promo for buying 2 bags? Yes, love. If you buy 2 bags, I give you $10 off. If you buy 2 bags, you get 10.
Snip.
Lulu vanity of this shape, but in another brand. We also, thank you, and also we have this one in another brand. And another brand, some Chanel in this shape is also available. It's still cute one. Let me show you the detail. Very beautiful. Every the detail here is so gorgeous. And even this one is a good quality hardware here. And this one, very good quality of the locker here is so heavy. And let me open inside for you. This one inside here, the good lock, good hardware here. Open inside interior for you guys to show inside. And come with the long strap here also. So it can be the crossbody and also can be the shoulder bag here. It's your visual interior. Okay, a long strap here. So let me show you how to be the crossbody and the shoulder bag and try on my shoulder. Or any bag behind me, girls won't have to look. Just give me the number behind me. I will show you the details here one by one. That's so beautiful, all of the bag here. I like it so much, just like this one as a shoulder bag. And also it can be the crossbody as a decoration like this one. And also a small little bag here. How about this one? Small little bag here. Can we some the spring for you? If want some small car holder and the big wallet, make it stay here is also okay. Okay, here we go. This is some of the small one. And also if you guys looking on the white color, I also want to suggest you about this one. Okay, how about
That's crazy. You're Trump's people for